Hello, everybody, on this great Wednesday. Hope you're having a great day. Hey, I'm so glad we got some time together again today. I'm here to encourage you and just lift you up in the Lord. So glad that we are together. Hey, I want to remind you, you know it, it's Wednesday. And on Wednesday, we have Church at Christ, Church of the Heartland, and we would love for you to come and be with us. We're going to have a great time tonight. God's been doing some extraordinary things right now in our church. I believe we're in a great season. Tonight, one of my leaders is going to be speaking. Miss Judy Nelson is going to be imparting into us. And I've come to find out she's going to be doing a measure of an illustrated sermon. So you don't want to miss it. So if you can come be with me tonight, 7 o'clock, it's going to be a great time in the Lord. Hey, over the next few days, this past week or past few days, I've been talking to you about everything is going to be all right. I truly believe it. And but I want to talk to you about God speaking to us and how God speaks to us over the next couple of days. You know, in the book of Joshua, chapter 21, verse 45, it said this. Well, let me start reading at verse 43. So the Lord gave to Israel all the land of which he had sworn to give to their fathers, and they took possession of it, and they dwelt in it. The Lord gave them rest, not give them the rest, but gave them rest all around, according to all that he had sworn to their fathers. And not a man of all their enemies stood against them. The Lord delivered all their enemies into their hand. Not a word failed of any good thing which the Lord had spoken to the house of Israel. All came to pass. Friend, I want to tell you today, when God speaks, you can expect things to happen. I know we're in crazy times, and I know there's a lot of question right now. Is God speaking? Is God not speaking? How does he speak? Is he speaking through these with all the prophetic voices? Are they true? Are they not? Man, so many things are going on, and I see a lot of confusion in people, maybe not confusion, but just a lot of question. But I want you to know first and foremost that God does speak, and God does care about every situation that we're in. Matter of fact, the word started out by telling us that they took possession of all that God had promised. Now, wait a minute. How did they know that? Had not God revealed himself and spoken to them about his promise? How would you have a promise if God wasn't speaking? How would you have hope if somebody wasn't saying something, if God wasn't declaring something? You see, friend, God is speaking. I believe he's speaking all the time. The question is, are we really paying attention? Are we so filled with the moment? Are we so full of anxiety? Are we so full of our opinions and listening to the voices of the world that it's drowning out the voice of God? Well, if God was really speaking, then these things wouldn't be happening. Not necessarily so, because when God speaks, you have to understand, most of the time God gives a promise. There could be an action that has to go along with that promise. There could be a time frame of which that promise is in. Matter of fact, the Bible talks about the time of the Lord. It talks about a set time. It talks about the time of life. So there could be numbers of things that are keeping you from really seeing the manifestation of what God is declaring. But I want you to know today, friend, I believe God is speaking. Every day I get up, I see it through creation. When I look outside, the other evening, I was driving down the road, and for whatever reason, the moon really stuck out to me. It wasn't a bright moon. It was the silhouette of the moon. And, you know, like there was very little light, but yet I knew it was there, and it was almost like I could reach out and touch it. And man, something went off in me, and I thought, God, how great you are. That you put the sun, the moon, and the stars all in their place. And God, you call every star by name. Lord, if you can do all of that, surely you know where I'm at. And surely you are concerned about everything that concerns me. Friend, I want to tell you, he is speaking. He's speaking about our world. He's speaking about our nation. He's speaking about our community. And I want you to know this. He's speaking about you. And I believe that God has nothing but good for you. So why don't you give him your ear? Turn off the voices of the world right now and just give him your ear and say, "Speak, Lord, for your servant is listening."